Hey guys, how's it going? So, I wanted to say thanks for all the support that I've gotten regarding my last post. I don't necessarily feel better about it, but I just don't feel despondent at this exact moment. So, but your support is very appreciated, and it's very nice of you. And as you can see, I have this funny little hair. Look at that little hair. It won't go down. As you can see, it's still Christmas at my house. My dad loves Christmas. I always joke around and say Martha Stewart threw up in our house when it's Christmas time, because it takes days to set up. But luckily I was out of town this year, so I just have to help put it away, which will take days as well. But there you go. So I was thinking about my name and going by Atticus versus Alexandria, which actually I never went by Alexandria. I always went by Alexis, though a few people have always called me Alex. My dad, my grandpa, and my uncle. And then I've had like every variation that you can think of with Alexis. I've had Alex, Alexi, Lex, Lexi, Al. Actually, a couple people have called me Al. And when I was at Jiffy Lube, I went by Alex, just like one of the guys kind of thing. And it would be really easy and oh so lazy of me just to go by Alex, or even keep Alexis, because, I mean, I'm well-traveled enough to know that it's not necessarily a girl's name. It's girly. It is a girly's name. Like Shannon. Shannon's a girly, but that doesn't make it not a boy's name. It's just kind of a girly's boy name, right? So I was thinking of keeping this damn hair. I was thinking about keeping Alexis, because I really like the name. I like that it sounds Greek, and it's not common, and I think it's a pretty name. What am I supposed to say? It's pretty. I feel so pretty. But yeah, it's lazy. I feel like it's lazy to keep it and not to really think about my essence, I guess. So I was thinking about names that I like, and I wanted to stay with my initials, and I really like Abe, because I'm a huge fan of Abraham Lincoln. Like, I actually want to do like a whole pilgrimage to Illinois, and I love his writing and just his entire disposition. I just love Abraham Lincoln. So it's like, I want to name myself after something that is inspiring to me, I don't necessarily like Abraham, but I like Abe, so I considered that for a while, and I also really like the name Ash, because it's like nature, and I really like nature, so I thought about that one, or Asher, but my last name ends with ER, so I think that sounds weird. And then I was like on a hike in China, and I was thinking about the next book I want to read, which was To Kill a Mockingbird. And I was like, oh my god, that's the name, that's my name, Atticus. And I love that it sounds like Alexis, and that it's Greek, and it means from Athens, actually. And it's original, but not necessarily, like, people have heard it, they just don't necessarily know someone named Atticus. I like that it's masculine without being, like, overtly male, like Brad or something, I don't know. And that's fine if you want to have, like, an overtly male name. I'm so not, like, if you saw my hand gestures while I, like, talk, I'd be like, yeah, it's so not an overtly male trans guy. So I really like it. I mean, I love that name. And I know that I've had a little bit of pressure. I felt pressure to go by Alex, and my dad has said, he's like, well, I think it'd be a lot easier for people especially who have like zero exposure to trans or gender variant people, just to go by Alex, because it's such an easy thing to assimilate to. But I don't need to make it easy for people. And honestly, I mean, you can call me Alex and you can call me Alexis, but I think legally, and I've been introducing myself as Atticus in trans-friendly environments, and it's been great. I kind of get a strange look sometimes. People are like, Atticus. Well, that is a self-made name. Like, you can tell that, I don't know, and apparently, like, it's raising in popularity within the last few years, which I didn't know. I looked at some name trends, and it was saying that it's getting increasingly popular. So I'm sure I'll meet someone, but as for now, the only Atticus I know is Atticus Finch. And when I was telling my uncle that I'm gonna go by Atticus, or I'm gonna change my name legally, like I haven't requested people to change how they refer to me as, and I'm fine with being, like I said, I'm fine with Alexis. I think Alexis is a great name. But my uncle's like, Atticus, yeah, that was the name in Star Wars. And I was like, no, that was Anakin. I'm not Darth Vader. Atticus Finch and Darth Vader. Like, how more opposite can you get for fictional characters? But, yeah. And I think Anakin is a swell name. It's just not necessarily my name, And, yeah. So when I was thinking about, like, names and the idea, I'm reinventing myself, right? I mean, my transition is like a well, you know what I mean. I'm reinventing myself. So I kind of feel like I should go all the way, and really do some soul searching and figure out how I'm going to be addressed differently. Because I changed my last name when I was adopted. When I was 18, I took my dad's last name, and it's a big deal. You're changing the way that people address you. And though I haven't been that assertive with people calling me Atticus, legally, it's going to be on all my documents, and it takes some adjustment even for me, like, and I love it. I love that name, and it takes an adjustment because I'm always been Alexis, in my head. So, and when I joke around and, like, speak about myself in third person, I do Alexis. Like, I still have to adjust. So I know that it takes people time. But, get over it. So, what else did I want to say about names? Oh, my middle name. I'm going to do Panayoti, which means Pete in Greek. Not Peter. That's actually a different name. Pete. And what I like about Panayoti is the endearing name, like, how you, like, if you know someone named Stephanie, you might call her Steffi or something. That's like an endearing nickname. The endearing nickname for Panayoti is Panayotaiki, which is often just called Taiki for short, and I think that is such a cute name, Taiki. So I really like it, and I've been wanting to consider that name, but I didn't feel like I could really think about it unless I spoke to my dad, because it's his middle name and it's my grandfather's name, his dad's first name. And so he was like, well, aren't you going to just go with Panayoti? And he doesn't want me to go by Pete. Actually, his middle name is Pete. And he was like, no, you should do Panayoti because it's Greek. And so yeah, I kind of needed his blessing before I really would consider it. My middle name is Pamela right now, which is like a god-awful name. That's a terrible name. And whenever anyone would ask me what the P stands for, I would tell them Penelope, because that's like a rad name, But, I don't know, Atticus, Penelope, it's a little strange. So I guess we'll go all the way and do Atticus Panayoti. And then I was like, God, I'm going to be like some like Greek god walking around, but not really. Yeah. And, actually thinking of names, I did for a brief moment think about Adam. And one of my best friends and my cousin, his name is Adam. When he was a little kid, he's younger than me. I would always say, when I grow up, I want to be like Adam. And he's great. He's just such an inspiration. But it's kind of strange, because he's only like 4 years younger than me or something. Like, I guess he's 6 years younger than me. But and he's like my brother. So yeah, I didn't consider it for long, though. My ex said I looked like an Adam, and I kind of do. I think I do. But I also think that I look like an Atticus, and especially as I progress in my physical transition, I really am excited to like step into Atticus, like, and I think that's part of the reason why I have a hard time asserting my atticusness, because there's not necessarily much of a change with me right now, but as I progress in my medical transition and things start changing, I think it'll be easier for people to kind of reconcile the change, So anyway, this damn hair, seriously, it's bugging me. Other than that, I guess, yeah, just thank you. Just thank you for all of your support. And I'm gonna make another video relating to therapy and depression and stuff. But I feel really good right now, and I get a little weepy when I'm on my Ambien, which is fine. Like, you just gotta let it out, you know. But right now I feel pretty good, and maybe I'll go watch True Grit. My mom lent me the John Wayne copy, and I don't know what the hell else I'm gonna do right now. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like freezing. I'm not gonna go outside, so maybe I'll watch some TV. Criminal Minds, I gotta go. Criminal Minds is on. Okay, love you guys. Bye.